maybe. Little bit, tiny bit more. Okay, good.
Yeah, they all just go.
Because they're always going to be like, oh, they're nice when they're winning the competition.
I wonder what. Exactly. Portion, and then we're going to have a conditioning portion to finish. Okay. As always, we'll start with a nice big warm up. Follow the guys if you get lost going through anything, and we're going to explain what all the movements are step by step. Okay, as well as a load of scales in case you're not able to do some of the movements. Nice and simple. So, all we're going to do to begin with is go through a nice easy warm up. Follow our demos as we go through and take it nice and steady. Start with guys, what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice big step up to the bottom of the lunge. Now whatever leg is forward, you're going to take that same arm, reach towards the floor on your inside of your leg, try and touch your elbow to your ankle if you can, and you're then going to twist back open over that leg. Reach nice and low again, see if through each rep you can get a little bit deeper into that stretch. You're just going to do 5 on one side, then you're going to change legs, and you're going to do 5 on the other. Nice and simple, lovely. 5 reps on one leg, then changing over. Try and think about squeezing your bum in this position. Try and really open up that hip. Get a nice big twist to wherever feels comfortable for you. Trying to warm up that lower back a little bit.
Is that bench not blocking?
Lovely guys, when we're done, we're going to stand nice and tall. This time we're going to do another 10 jumping jacks, but instead of those arms coming out to the side, we're going to swing those arms up in front of us to open up that chest. Okay, so 10 more jumping jacks. As we jump those feet out, swing those arms up in front. Lovely. 10 reps. That coordination.
It does work better this side.
Lovely. Then we're going to go into that favourite one everyone loves, our lateral lunges. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to spread those feet nice and wide. We're going to shift all of our weight onto one leg and go through a squatting motion, keeping that non-working leg nice and straight. Try and keep both of your feet flat on the floor. If you find those heels or those toes start coming up, just restrict your depth a little bit. We're going to do 10 reps, so 5 on either side, guys. Nice and slow. Think about sending those hips back, keeping that chest up, and pushing those knees out as wide as we can. Just 10 for me. So when we're done at 10, we're going to keep that nice wide split position. What we're going to do this time, guys, is a split twist. Okay, so again, warming up that lower back. From here, we're going to go a slight bend in both knees. You're going to hinge forward, keeping your back nice and flat. Okay, so you should feel a little bit of stretch in your hamstrings. From this position, you're going to twist both ways as much as you can, 20 times. Okay, building the speed through those reps, open up that lower back. Nice big twist. Try not to let that back start to round. Make sure you have that little bit of a bend in the knees. It shouldn't be a really hard position to keep. Woo. And when we're done, we're going to stand nice and tall. Lovely. What we're then going to do, guys, is go into some push-ups. Okay, so we're going to start warming up for our actual workout. So what we're going to do, guys, is some eccentric push-ups. Okay, we're going to do 5 reps. So we're going to start in a regular push-up position. Bum nice and high, tight in the core. From here, what we're going to do is a 3-second count on the way down of our push-ups, keeping our elbows nice and close to our body, keeping that flat back position. When you hit the floor, you're then going to come onto your knees and back to that push-up position. Okay, so we're not actually pressing out of that movement, we're just going to do the eccentric portion. So we're going to down that first rep, nice and slow coming down, chest to the floor, onto the knees, and then back up to the start of that position. Okay? Just 5 reps, guys. Keep that descent nice and slow. We're building tension in the chest here, ready for our depth push-ups that we're doing in the workout. 5 reps. Lovely. Lovely, guys. Simple. Then all we're going to do to finish up, guys, is 10 air squats. Okay, nice and slow, controlled position. Again, we're going to warm up for the jumping we're going to be doing in the workout. So you want to learn how to load those legs. Same thing. We're going to have a 3-second count on the eccentric. Okay, so each time down on our squat, we're slowly loading, sending those hips back, driving those knees out, keeping that chest up nice and tall. 10 reps, 3-second count on the way down. 2, 3, stand up nice and tall, lovely. We want to keep that tension, that bottom position. We don't want to bottom out and drop too fast. Wants to be nice and steady. Again, keep both those feet flat on the floor. If we find our heels coming up or our toes coming up, just limit that depth slightly. Go down to where we feel comfortable, where we can keep control in the squat.
No, he's never squatted that slowly in his life.
Yeah. Need 180 kilos on your back, and then it's feeling more natural. All the way to 10, guys. Perfect, guys. When we finish, you're going to rest there. You're going to grab yourself a little bit of a drink, and we're going to relax. Okay, we're going to chat through the first part of the workout, guys. Chat through our strength, just to make sure you're all happy with what we're doing. And then we're going to go through each of the movements, okay, with our lovely demo, Harry. So for our strength portion, what we're going to do is 3 sets. We're going to take it nice and slow through. We're going to have a big rest between movements and between sets, okay? So the first one, guys, is going to be a depth push-up. Now this is why we warmed up that eccentric portion, because this is a plyometric movement, okay? So there's a lot of forces going through your body. What you're going to do is you're going to go down into a push-up position, okay? Keeping your back nice and flat, squeezing your glutes. You want to always come back to this nice solid plank position, okay? From here, you're going to drop yourself to the floor as fast as you can. So imagine you're just lifting your hands up off the floor and dropping to the bottom of the push-up. You then want to be able to catch yourself in an active position. So you're not just relaxed on the floor, you're not going to hit your chest, hit your head on the floor. You're going to catch yourself as your chest touches the floor in a solid active position, and then press back up to the top of your push-up. Harry's going to demo 1 rep for us. And 1 more. Lovely. If this is a little tough, guys, if you can't go through a regular push-up, what we're going to do is scale down just to our knees. Do you want the knees for me, Harry? Exactly the same, guys. We're going to start that position on our knees. Again, hips nice and high. Don't let them sag towards the floor. You're going to drop yourself down nice and quick and push back up to that start position, okay? Just 3 reps. The goal of this, guys, is speed, okay? As fast as you can, and press yourself back up on the floor as fast as you can. Next movement is going to be a vertical jump, okay? Nice and simple. You're just trying to jump as high as you can, okay? Start with your feet underneath your hips, okay? You're not going to jump, you're not going to be able to jump really, really high if your legs are too wide. Just try and keep them straight underneath your hips so you can be nice and active in that bottom position, okay? You want to be down and up fast. We're not trying to load like a squat. It wants to be a quick reaction off of the floor. Harry's going to demo 2 perfect vertical jumps. Woo, look at that height. 1 more. Perfect. Try and think about sending your head through the roof, guys. You're really trying to jump as high as you can. Just like the depth drop, these should be maximal effort, okay? Really trying to go as high as possible. And the last one is going to be our hollow hold, okay? Nice and simple. We've got a few scales we can go through for this. So we'll start with our easiest and then go to our hardest, okay? Our easiest scale is going to be our bent hollow hold. That's where we lie flat on the floor. Knees are going to be together, feet are going to be together, we're pointing our toes, and we're basically trying to make ourselves as tight as a ball as possible, okay? There we go, lovely. So your lower back is staying pushed down against the floor the whole time. We're really trying to bring those knees towards that head and relax there. This should be a hard position, guys. Remember to breathe in our hollow hold, okay? We don't want to be trying to hold that breath. Imagine you've got a little cocktail straw in your mouth. Try and keep a nice, short, sharp breath through the whole movement. Next scale is going to be what we call a closed hollow hold, okay? So we're going to extend both of our legs out from that bent arm position, but those hands are still going to be down by our side, okay? So if it goes to this bent hollow, from here he's going to extend both his legs, his heels come nice and close to the floor, and then he wants to be squeezing his bum. His lower back is still pressed down, he's still breathing in this position, and relax. And our final scale, guys, our most advanced, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, is our full hollow body hold, okay? We're going to that exact same position, but then all we're going to do is bring both of those arms up above head. Perfect. Same thing, squeezing the bum, pointing those toes, the lower back stays down, and relax there. If at any point we feel that lower back coming up off the ground, starting to arch, we're going to scale it back to one of our easier movements, okay? So that's the most important thing, guys. As soon as that lower back starts arching up, we're not really getting any kind of movement for our core, which is the goal. Okay? Lovely. We're going to have both our demos hop onto their mats. So we're going to go through 3 sets of this, guys, together at the same time. We're going to have a rest between movements and a rest between sets. So we're going to start with our depth push-ups, then our vertical jumps, then our hollow hold. Nice and simple.
How long?
20 seconds. 20 second hollow hold. So we're going to start with those depth push-ups, guys. We're going to start in that push-up position. We're going to drop ourselves down as fast as we can, catch in that active position, and then press back up to the top. Lovely, guys. Good job. Nice and easy. Nice and steady.
M's are in slow-mo.
When we're ready, guys, we're going to go into those vertical jumps, okay? Try and jump as high as we can. Send that head through the roof, nice and quick, off of the floor.
What is going on there?
It's M salmoning when she's going for a vertical jump.
You've got
One more. Let us all see, let us all watch. One more vertical jump.
Oh, my God.
Why are you opening up?
And then start down to the floor for our hollow hold, guys, okay? When we're ready, we're going to go into a 20-second hollow hold. So pick whatever scale we want, our bent hollow, our active hollow, or our extended hollow. Try and keep breathing through the whole of this. Stay nice and tight.
10
10 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Love it, guys. Now, as this is a strength portion, we're not going to go through it super quick, so take the time now, have a little bit of a drink if you want, and we'll get going. We'll get going in about a minute's time. Hope everyone's getting a good laugh through Emma's vertical jumps there. Full starfish, I like it. At least you're getting that good hip extension, you said.
Yeah, I will when we get there. I'm not wasting it.
Woo! Okay guys, when we're ready, we're going to go back into those depth push-ups, okay? So we're going back to that same push-up position to start, nice flat back. When we're ready, 3 reps. Dropping as fast as we can, get those hands up off the floor, and then press back to our fully extended position. Then again, have a little bit of a rest, no need to rush through. We're going to go to our vertical jumps. 3 reps, as high as we can, sending our head through the roof. There you go.
How are these arms are like this? I said, come on, commenting on that.
I'm balancing myself.
That
was a bit better.
Ring suit, how high are you jumping? There we go, that's better, that's better.
I've got to balance myself.
Gonna fly. Okay guys, right down on the floor, we're all gonna start our hollow hold at the same time, okay?
1.
Off we go.
Woo.
So in this hollow hold, guys, think about squeezing our bum, pointing those toes, staying nice and tight in that core, making sure that lower back stays flat
5
against
seconds.
the floor. We're almost there, guys, we're almost there. Keep holding on,
2,
breathe in that position,
1.
and relax. Woo. Lovely. Okay, same again, have a little bit of a rest, have a drink. We're going to go through one more set of this, one more time through our 3 movements, and then we're going to have a nice big rest.
Quick.
And then we're going to have a nice big rest before we start the actual workout, guys, okay? Woo. I'm smashing through this.
Just a quick announcement from our sponsors for this video.
Yeah.
Vivo Barefoot.
Oh yeah.
The shoes that move.
The shoes that breathe.
No, that's Skechers.
Oh.
Shoes that move.
Kurt's actually said, is today sponsored by Weetabix? Because in the Facebook Live, you can see the Weetabix.
Oh, don't worry, that will come into play in a moment. Right guys, we're going to go into that last set. Okay, we're going to go into that last set. So back to our 3 depth push-ups, okay? Try and make this our best set yet. Really be aggressive off the floor. Press up, let's go. Nice tight the core. Big press, good job. Then into our 3 vertical jumps when we're ready. Don't go so low, don't try to be nice and fast, okay? Quick down and up. There we go, that's better. Okay, we don't want to load into that squat too much. One more, head on the roof. Lovely.
Okay, higher.
Come
How
through.
did you get so high?
Lovely, yeah, we're smashing it. Right guys, all the way down, we're going to start that hollow hold at the same time, okay? We're going to go at 25, so 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off we go into our 20-second hollow hold. Again, squeezing the bum, keeping the feet together, pointing those toes. 10 seconds in. Doing really well, guys, doing really well. Holding on now, 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Woo. Love you guys, good job, okay. Time for a nice big rest.
That's fun.
Grab ourselves a drink again.
I'll take that.
Relax as we chat through our workout, okay? We're also going to have a little bit of something for you guys to go and grab before we start our workout. So we're going to chat through our conditioning, and then we're also going to have a lovely demo night go through each movement, okay, so make sure we're happy with them as well. Now, the conditioning is going to be an 8-minute AMRAP, so that just means 8 minutes, as many rounds as we can. So for 8 minutes, you're just going to keep moving through this sequence, see how many times you can complete it. We're going to start with 12 reverse lunges. We're then going to go to 10 lateral burpees over an object. We're then going to do 8 V-ups or V-tucks, okay? Nice and simple. So, if Mike comes in, he's going to demo all of the movements for us.
12,000 followers, and it's just exactly the same viewership as usual.
Yeah. So, we're going to... That's for a moment. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to start by going through those reverse lunges. Nice and simple. We're going to come to the end of your mat. You've got a lovely yoga mat. From here, you're going to take a nice big step back with one leg. Knee comes onto the floor, okay? And then you're driving off of that front leg to stand nice and tall. When we're going through our reverse lunges, try not to let that chest drop towards the ground. Also, make sure that front shin is nice and vertical, okay? If we take too shallow of a step back, all that weight's going to come forward, as you can see, onto the toes, and Mike's leaning towards the floor. So try and go nice, big steps back, keep that chest up nice and tall. Then, that's what the Weetabix are for. We're going to do 10 lateral burpees over an object. So in a minute before we start, you're going to go run and grab any household object. This could be your water bottle, this could be a book, this could make it as hard as a chair if you want, whatever you fancy, whatever you have at hand, just to give yourself a little bit of a target for each rep. So you're going to place your object in the middle of your yoga mat, or wherever you're going, and you're going to form, nice and high, you're going to form a burpee on one side, guys, okay? So you're going to jump your feet back, hands to the floor, and chest touches the ground. Okay? From this position, you're then going to jump up to standing next to your object, jump over your object. That's 1 rep. Burpee on the other side, and jump back over. That's 2. 3. One more. Let's settle up in. And 4. Lovely, guys. Okay, so each time you jump over the object, that counts as 1 rep. Now you can make it as hard or as easy as you like there. So there you go. Lots of different dimensions of a Weetabix. Perfect. Okay. And then our final workout, guys, final piece, sorry, is going to be our V-ups or our V-tucks. Okay, so we've done these quite a few times now. So if you're up for a challenge, maybe try and go for all those full V-ups. What we're going to do is we're going to lie in an extended body position. You're going to have your feet together and your hands extended above head. You're then going to snap into a V position, okay? So imagine you're trying to touch your hands to your feet. When you extend out, you want to keep that lower back down against the floor. So again, try not to relax at the bottom of each rep. It's only 8, so see if you can hold on for all 8 unbroken. If V-ups are a little hard, guys, we're going to go to those V-tucks, okay? So we're just on a nice easy scale, whereas instead of keeping those legs straight above head, we're just going to bring those knees tight into that chest. Extending out nice and long, knees to the chest, extending out nice and long. Lovely. Again, that lower back stays flat against the floor. So, 8 minutes, as many rounds as we can. We're going to do 12 reverse lunges, 10 lateral burpees over an object, and then 8 V-ups or V-tucks. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to run and grab a household object. 1 minute. It can be anything you want, guys. A cereal box, a loaf of bread, a rugby ball, your water bottle, anything you can find, anything you can go on hand. That's nice and easy, okay? We're going to go in a minute's time. I'm going to start the workout.
Should be alright.
I'm going to be knocking that down now.
That's fine.
We're going to traction with it.
Just come slightly forward. Don't be too close.
Oh, fans.
Do it with the band, yeah?
Ooh, that's my hair today.
Perfect. So, it's like 8 minutes. Okay, guys, when we have our object, whatever it is, we're going to place it next to us, ready to go when we're doing our burpees over our object, okay? 8 minutes, guys, 12 reverse lunges, 10 burpees over our object, and then 8 V-ups to finish off, okay? We're going to start in 10 seconds. 10 seconds, guys. Not those tunes. Go. DJ's on it. 3, 2, 1, off we go. 12 reverse lunges to start, guys. Just going to get those legs working nice and hard. Get that heart rate up a little bit. Like that. Just 12 reverse lunges to begin with. Then going to go to our...
I thought Em was going for a drink already.
Yeah. All the way up next to the object, Em. All the way up next to the object. There you go.
There's going to be some smushed up Weetabix by the end of this work.
Try not to smush your Weetabix if you can. 10 burpees, guys. 10 burpees. Nice big jump over whatever your object is.
Just going, please give me the home.
Yeah, try it, man. You can't complain. Once you've done your 10 burpees over your object, we're going to go straight into our 8 V-ups or our V-tucks.
One for luck.
One for luck is what it is. I think you definitely done one too many or one not enough.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, not this day. I'll keep count next time. 8 V-ups or V-tucks, guys. We're a minute 10 seconds in, so it's going to be shorter than you think. Try and go nice and fast. Try and go out at a hot pace. See if you can hold it.
Someone could come and still got that free freeze at the center.
Love, guys. Done that first round, we're going to go straight back into set number 2. Back to our 12 reverse lunges. Love, you might move really well. It's just a warm up. Come on, Em, you got to race him. You got to race him. It's only 6 minutes left. We're already 2 minutes in. As soon as you've done those 12 first lunges, we go back to our lateral burpees over your object. And then to our V-ups or V-tucks. Try not to land on your Weetabix or your loaf of bread. Keep them count this time, man. Keep them count.
Yeah, cool.
The last thing we use is food, isn't it?
Yeah, probably, but hey. Love, guys. Moving nice and steady. Right, you're looking a little bit tired there, man.
GHDs, man.
Those abs, those abs. Love, guys. We are 2.5 minutes in. 2.5 minutes in. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. Moving really well. I want to try and keep moving the whole time because it's only 8 minutes. We want to have no periods of rest through this workout, okay? Keep it moving, keep it nice and fast. We got it, lovely. And back to those V-ups or our V-tucks. Doing really well, Mike, doing really well. Making those burpees look easy. Good job, man. Keep it nice and tight. Get your feet together. Now lower back, arch up. We got it, just 8. Hold on now, hold on. Woo. Okay guys, we're approaching halfway. We're approaching halfway on our workout. 4.5 minutes left. Lovely, Mike. Really good job. We're smashing through this, guys. Okay, we've powered through 4 minutes, just 4 minutes left. It's going to fly by, so let's try and keep that pace nice and high. Let's go on then, Em. Quick 10 burpees. We got it. We can step up and step back if we want. If we start to struggle, guys, we can step over that object as well. Let's go, let's go. Don't be crushing those Weetabix, Em. Let's go, we got it. Woo. That vertical jump practice comes in handy now. Just 3.5 minutes left, we're almost there. Good job, guys, moving really, really well. Look at that pace on the burpees, try and keep it up. We're almost done, we're gonna fly through these 10, then just our final 3 minutes of work. Final 3 minutes of work. Drop down to the floor as quick as we can and on those burpees, let's go. Woo, done. Let's keep those 8 unbroken, feet together, knees together, point those toes. Let's go, just 8 M, hold on. 2, squeeze knees in nice and fast. 3, let's go, we got it, we got it. 4, hold on, hold on. 5, 6, last 2, last 2. Last one, Em. There you go, good job, good job. Doing love you guys. Remember on those reverse lunges, you want to try and keep that chest up. Nice big step back with each rep. We find that heels coming up off the floor. Go further back with those feet. Coming up on our final 2 minutes now. Final 2 minutes. Hold on guys, let's go, let's go. Go then, dropping nice and quick to the floor, lovely. Moving really well, Mike, moving really well. Just a warm up. Final 2 then guys, let's go, let's keep it up, we're almost there. Last little push to the end. Let's see if we can get one more round in, guys. See if we can get one more round. Oh, there's the Weetabix gone. There's the Weetabix.
Someone else after that. And then someone goes, what's the end?
Doing really well, guys. Doing really well. We're almost there. Coming up on our final minute. Let's keep that pace high. Try and push to the end. Let's go in through our V-ups and through our lunges. See if we can get back to those burpees. Let's push it, Mike. Almost done, almost done. Final minute, final minute. Lovely, yeah, nice work. Come on, straight back in, straight back in. This is our last round, last round. Good job, guys, good job. Straight into those V-ups, moving well, Mike, good job. Let's go, Em. Nice big steps back. Keep it fast, final 30 seconds now, final 30 seconds, so last push. Anything we got, straight in, straight in. Both of us get through those lunges, working all the way to the end of the 8 minutes. So if you've got any time left, we're gonna go straight to those burpees. 15 seconds, let's go. Let's get 2 or 3 reps in, Em. 10 seconds. 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Rest there, rest there. Good job, guys. Woo. Lovely. Nice work. Really good job, guys. Really good job, guys. Well done. We're going to end our